Right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Pixelmon Shiny Special. It's been a really long time since I've done this, mostly because it was my own stupid fault that we never had any other episodes. My Fraps recording button is the equal sign, and because I can't spell Pokémon names for anything, I must have bumped it when I was hitting the backspace key, and I ended up losing all of the recording that Loki and I had done after Onyx. And it's kind of been something I've been putting off, because it takes a little bit of effort and time to do these episodes, and I've realized, this is kind of the episodes that you guys really will want to see, because you don't have to go through all that effort either. So I'll be finishing these episodes up now, and then once I've got all of the ones that have been in-game finished up, then just whenever there's a new update, I'll just do another episode that kind of finishes off the last little bit. So we left off at Onyx, which means the next one on the list is Drowzee. Drowzee. I have to get used to typing this all in again. Alright, so, wow. That's a difference. So you go from the yellow and brown to a pink and light pink. I don't think you'll have any trouble whatsoever finding those guys in the field. And Hypno. Is again bright pink and white. Really should not have any issue finding those shinies. This is one of the really obvious ones on the list. What's up next? Krabby. So it looks like it goes from orange to kind of a pale yellowish color, and it apparently likes to flee non-stop. And so I'm assuming Kingler is going to have a similar. So there's that. Oh, actually, no, he's green. A bit more, well, it's more of a olive color? I don't know. I'm terrible with colors, but. So he's another one that's really obvious, and you're used to the orange, so you'll definitely pick them out in the field. Voltorb. Ah, I remember the Voltorb set from the last time we did this. This is one of my favorite sets. Voltorb. So, regular Voltorb, and then shiny Voltorb. So it goes from red to this beautiful blue. And the Electrode. Electrode. Keeps the same kind of blue, so these are really big difference on these ones. And I mean, these would stand out even if you didn't realize that was the shiny. Like, you don't see that kind of a blue in any of the Pokemon. I really want one of those. I wouldn't probably use Electrode very much otherwise, but that definitely would make it a one that I would have on my list. Alright, so next up we have Exeggcute and Exeggutor. See if I can spell this correctly. A-E-X, there we go. So you go from pink eggs to like golden, so that's a definite change. Come on, separate out a bit so we can see. There we go. So yeah, that's a definitely big change that you're going to notice in the field. One looks like it's just already been scrambled. And then Exeggutor. And Exeggutor shiny. Wow. Yeah, that's a significant difference. So these are, again, really good ones to spot. I'm pretty sure, I know there's a few that are coming up that are going to be really similar. Let's see, we've got Cubone and Marowak next. Yep. So you go from yellow body to green body. Not sure if there's any change with the bone structure or color. Doesn't look like it. So it looks like the body just changes to green. Also a very obvious change. And Marowak. And Marowak shiny. Okay, apparently the Marowak shiny does not have a texture in yet, so we'll update this when the next version comes out and they fix some of the missing textures. So it'll be really easy to spot the the black and white Marowaks in the future, or until the next update. We've got Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan next. Alright, Hitmonlee. And Hitmonlee Shiny. Wow, goes from brownish to lime green. So there's a big obvious difference. And Hitmonchan goes from brown to yellow. Looks like he gets a purple bodysuit thing. Wow, Hitmonlee is just killing everything. And then the gloves go from red to blue. That's actually quite an extensive change on that one. Alright, next up on the slot, as I look off my phone because I can't pull up a list at the same time on my computer. Koffing. So we got regular Koffing. And shiny. Wow. Oh, that is a cool difference. Goes from being purple to this, like, aqua blue or turquoise blue. That would be noticeable. So I'm assuming Weezing does the same. Weezing. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's even brighter blue. That is... wow. That's a noticeable one. That is incredible. So yeah, you're not going to miss these guys if you see them out in the field. Oh, and I forgot to mention Lickitung, which was just before these guys, is not yet in the mod. It's going to be in the next update, because that's going to include all of Generation 1. And so I'll catch that up in that episode. Alright, Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Rhydon is not in the current version. It's going to be in the next one. But we can do Rhyhorn. And Rhyhorn Shiny. Not seeing a difference between those two. Oh, maybe it's the eye? Oh, still on. Nope, they're both red eyes. Okay, so I guess you'll not know if you pick up a shiny Rhyhorn at the moment. It will probably get a shiny texture in the next update. It's interesting that that one actually has a functioning texture for its shiny skin instead of the black and white ones. And that brings us to Chansey, number 119. Chansey, there we go. So, ooh, that's a very subtle change. So it's the tips of the hair go from bright pink to like a green, and it looks like the pocket on the front. Wow, just blazing across. It seems like the shinies almost have a higher chance of being timid and just running away, but I know in the code that's not actually how it works. It just seems that way to me. Tangela. The one I keep seeing and I never end up catching. Yep, come on. Probably because I always had a grass type in the game before ever encountering the Tangela. Wow. I actually like that Tangela better. It actually looks like a whole tangle of vines instead of a blue squiggle. And the feet change? No? So I think it's just the main color changes to more green, so that's really cool. Next up is Kangaskhan, which is not until the next update. So Horsea Seadra. So regular Horsea. And shiny Horsea. So it goes, wow, you're never going to be, wow, stop moving. You're never going to be able to see that one in the water, because it goes from a very, normal blue to a, like, turquoise. And when you're out looking in the water, like, it's going to be impossible to see. Actually, here's a nice little pool. I can spawn them in here, and then they won't get away as easily. And so, next one is Seadra. And Seadra shiny. Yeah, so this one actually goes darker for the shiny version. So it's more of a deeper blue, but it's still really, really hard to tell in the water between these two. So if you end up with a shiny of some of these water types, you're just really, really lucky. Goldeen and Seaking. So it's a really subtle difference and really hard to tell in the water, but it goes from the red to the yellow on the coloration, so it looks more like another variety of koi, I guess, or goldfish, I guess. And then Seaking. And Seaking shiny. Okay, so Seaking does not have a shiny texture right now, so those will be fairly easy for you to spot. And we'll have that updated in the next series of videos after the update. Staryu and Starmie. So regular Staryu, shiny Staryu. Okay, so you go from a brown with a red gem and gold trim to a green with a pale yellow, and then there's a blue gem in there. Did I say blue gem on that one? Red gem, blue gem. So that's quite a difference, and I don't even know what they're going to do for Starmie. So regular is purple with gold and a red gem, and it turns to blue with blue gem and a peach color for the ring. That's a considerable difference. Actually, I rather like the green on the Staryu, but I'm not sure about the blue. Probably because of the same color for that and the gem. What do we got next? Mr. Mime. So we got regular Mr. Mime and shiny. Huh. Okay, so it looks like it goes just... Come on, separate up out of it, too. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up, you two. Come on. There we go. So it looks like it's just the green on the body pieces. I don't think any of the hair or shoes change colors. So yeah, you just go from red on the costume, clothing, things to green. After Mr. Mime, we have Scyther. Ah, so this is the whole set of the ones that don't evolve. Well, don't evolve in this generation. Scyther. And then shiny... Wow! That is a much deeper, richer green. Very hard to see from a distance, but this one looks definitely a lot nicer. Alright, next up is Jynx. Let me get away from the crowd that I've spawned right now, because it's getting a little bit crowded over there. Alright. So now we're up to Jynx. And the shiny version. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. Looks like a bit of a different purple for the body, and then just hot pink on the dress. It's going to be a little bit tricky to see. Well, I don't know, it's hot pink. I guess it wouldn't be that hard to see from a distance. And then Electabuzz. Oh, right, Pokespawn. Electabuzz. And Electabuzz shiny. Oh, that's a hard one. Unless those are side by side, I don't think I'd ever be able to tell that. Looks like slightly darker pink inside the mouth, and very, very slightly more burnt orange color. But there are very few differences between that. Everything's fighting everything now.